You want to hear something crazy? I'm playing a 30 card warrior deck in this video, and 17 of them have been buffed. That's more than half of the deck. Over half of the deck has been buffed. Of course, if you've been following the failings of Control Warrior over the last year or more, it's really been struggling, and Blizzard has buffed it time and time and time again, and it still remained terrible over and over again. Even with crazy cards like Odin Prime Designate, it wasn't getting there. But finally this week, with some additional buffs to Warrior, it looks like it's going to be a tier 2 deck, but just barely. Yeah, even with more than half the cards in this deck being buffed, we still don't have a deck that's overpowered. It's merely okay. But you know what? I'll take it, actually, because I love playing Control Warriors. I love gaining armor, and a lot of the time this deck does actually feel like a Control Warrior deck. That is basically until you play Odin, and then it kind of becomes combo deck almost of sorts, at the very least a burn deck trying to race your opponent down. But if you're looking to play Control Warrior, if you want to get some use out of Odin, this seems like it's finally a positive win rate deck. You have a chance to climb with it, so enjoy the super buffed Control Warrior. Okay, yeah, we love Stone Skin Armor. Do we keep Ignis early? Definitely a card I want to weave in the mid game. Trial by Fire against Mage. Their 7 mana board summon is probably Trial by Fire doesn't really keep up with, so I don't think that's a card we need right now. Yeah, we like Shield Block. We like Thor Balor. We need a Forge for this Ignis, and we're off to the races. So good news is we can gain a lot of life. That is a good thing against Mage, because they like to do a lot of damage. Let me get my deck tracker up, by the way, here. So that can buy us time. Also, you know, we have a lot of lethality. We do have to think about taunts a little bit with their 7 mana board summons. So gonna take a little work maybe, but we might be able to just outlast as well, depending on how well they secure Sif and damage plays. Sometimes they don't do that especially well. If we think this game's going long enough, we should weave in hero powers, because we suspect we'll have the mana to play shield blocks later. If we think the game's going to go pretty fast, that's not always true. You might want to weave in the cards faster. Accelerate your armor per mana, not your kind of resource efficiency. Deck tracker is sort of active. That is Mech Paladin and Wild. There we go. That's what we need. Oh, end turn. Sorry, bro. I am really bad at clicking end turn lately. This keeps happening in every game I play. I don't know. Maybe my mouse is weird. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, I don't want to like totally just pass all the time here, but I'm actually okay to armor again this turn. We have the Craftsman's Hammer, which is not always great in a Cosmic Keyboard on 4, because they might have a 4/4 come down. Okay, that's better. This can be crazy lethal output now too, since the buff. So not just a mid-game kind of board management and health gain tool, but also a lethal push. But probably the first one, you know, you want to use is a stay alive card, and then the next one you want to use as a kill them card. to put it that way. Brawl is really good against their turn 7 plays. That's nice. We can actually coin a Trial by Fire next turn, which, if nothing else, like develops a little bit of pressure. I think getting a Thor Balor down first makes a little bit more sense, so that we're using these fire spells. By the way, the art on this card looks so sick. I never noticed this before. That's a really cool Odin. The Valkyrs look awesome. That's sweet, dude. Yeah, let's try to get a Thor Balor down. We may even like coin I don't know, shield block or armor up or something here, depending on what we can do. But just because coin's getting reduced value. Odin coin is amazing if we can hit that, but other than that, coin is running out of time to be good, because our 6 mana plays are the highest other than Odin. We can save it for Odin though. We're not like urgently pressured here. Want to go in with some little garbage here. Thor Balor looks just fine into this kind of board. Bridge Riff is pretty good on curve too. Sets up the finale for the next one really nicely. Yeah, we'll just take this. 2, I think, notably better than 1 against Mage, so we'll trade there. Okay, one of the many buffed cards in this deck, Bridge Rift, dude. It's crazy how many buff cards there are in this deck. It's kind of wild. Mage has a million cards in hand. They have not played a lot of different spell schools yet, which is good. That gives us time. Cosmic Keyboard really didn't create a lot of tempo either. They don't seem to be making the most exciting plays so far. Just a lot of infinitize the maxitude value though. I mean, if that's stacking up enough damage, you know, they just get a bunch of different damage cards for the Sif turn and that sort of stuff. That is scary. I'll acknowledge that's kind of spooky. I'm gonna actually shield block here instead of armor up this turn, because if I can find the Odin for next turn with a coin, that's a really big deal. Because I can coin it out next turn. So just accelerating that card draw a little bit.
My hand is too full.
Mixing in some efficiency and some immediacy, basically. We're also looking for another good riff, because that's amazing if we can finale it. We're looking for Forge for Ignis. We got a lot of different things to do here. This might be a good trial turn. Bring back the Thor Balor, and it's a decent board for it as well. Can even play the top decked one for fun. So how do I want to do this? So I want to do like some weird math here, basically. I'm not totally sure what the best way to do this is. Probably something like this now that these all survive a hit. Or not. Okay. That's fine though. Not a biggie. All right, at least these get buffed. The 4/4s are actually pretty nice. These look so cool too, dude. I love this card's art. I haven't really played this one much. I didn't play it in my early builds. Now at 6, it's hard not to play it. I thought at 7 it was right on the border of good. At 6, it's like, man, this card's insane now. Feels so good. Like getting to react and develop 2 4/4s. That's nuts, man. Kind of a 4/4 and a 5/5, really, too. And we have another one in hand. So like we're in a great position. We haven't even really done what we're trying to do with our deck. You know, like we haven't even hit Odin. We haven't hit an Ignis. Like none of our power plays have come through yet, and we're just doing great. If they develop here, we can get another Thor Valor. Still have a weapon equip up to Star Power. That's gonna be perfect, yeah. The 5/5. Ooh, Bellowing Flames is actually really good here. We can play it with Ignis. We also have a pretty good Trial by Fire though, thanks to the, well, actually Thor Balor's coming up anyway, huh? So yeah, let's do this. This is fine. So this is gonna bring up Thor Balor. He'll just finish off whatever lives here. Something's gonna live with 1 health. That's totally fine. And then we can coin an Ignis, which seems great to me. We just go for a 10? Like we're so deep into the game here, man. I don't have a ton of like mana flexibility. Like, you know, if I pick a 5, for instance, what am I gonna do? I guess there's some stuff. I'm taking a 10. I don't care. It's more fun. Like I don't care. Wind Fury and gain 8. Probably just making 8 drops is better, realistically. I love the idea of just like endless armor. Yes, that's super fun. But 8 drops a little hard to pass up. We can wait one more turn on this, actually. If we draw Odin anyway, the Wind Fury is like lethal regardless, so it's not like, you know, but again, the armor's after, so it doesn't even help the Odin. But this gives me lethality, so I don't need to worry about life gain as much. Not to mention we're still at 40 with some decent life gain in hand. Not that much, I guess, but enough. So next turn, probably like Trial by Fire and a shield block, or shield block into Stone Skin, maybe. We'll figure something out. We haven't seen their 7-mana play yet, but they just haven't had that many different spell schools yet. It's kind of crazy how few, and they took like a Slam, which is not even a different spell school. So they are very stuck on schools here. We are just cruising, dude. This is probably the best card of all the weapons, right? Like obviously some are situationally better, but like just in regards to the best, if you just had to pick in a vacuum, like the thing that does the most, 6 8 drops is pretty nuts. That's a good card. They went for 5 to clear Thor Balor, so yeah, some kind of like Trial by Fire turn here is pretty good. Honestly, a Shield Slam's pretty good if we wanted to. Can we get to a, this has still got a really good riff in it. I guess Trial into Chorus Riff is pretty nuts. Develops a board. We'll just launch our weapon this turn too to face probably. How much board does this develop? My God. I'm too lazy to do math, but I know this has at least 2 minions in it, so we're gonna start like this. My last riff is still the bridge riff, right? Yeah. What's the right way to do that? I mean, you want to trade these in, but I've got a little bit weird math at the end here. I guess we just run this in because he's the one you want to die the most. And yeah, we're going face for sure. Dude, this gaining armor just all the time is so nice. That just feels so good. This is like the ultimate control warrior card now. It just feels so good to play. It just feels like honest, good control card. So now we have a monster board, and if they deal with this since they're behind, Runic Great Mace here is just gonna slam them in the head and make another nasty board. Maybe we'll get double Ragnaros for our fire-themed warrior here. I think it's actually pretty cool that like Thor Balor makes sense now in like a control deck. You get enough resummons, there's enough like big defensive fire spells that it's not just restricted to Enrage. Because you've got Bellowing Flames now as defensive and fire, you've got Trial by Fire. So it's almost like Fire Warrior is a control deck as much as anything else now. Clearly you don't run all the fire synergy stuff, but kind of makes sense. Oh, they finally get rid of the Thor Balor with Jellyfish. It's not too bad. Creation's a great answer to the board. This card is so good, by the way, dude. I told you guys it was gonna be. Go watch the go watch the record. I said this card's nuts, man. I said I like this better than the rest of the rainbow package. I was soft on the rainbow cards, high on this card. All right, yeah, we're just gonna go. I mean, I don't even think I need to clear this, right? Let's just go face. Like, we're ultimately gonna try to turn the corner in this deck always. Oh, dude, okay. After it gains the 1 attack, so it doesn't quite clear, but we might hit anyway. All right, I wish I had this guy in hand actually a little more. Oh, it does clear. I don't know how this card works. I lied. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to read. Is it worth it to take 6 off that actually though? Or would I rather just have the 10 health on board? Nah, I'd rather have it cleared. It's fine. I promise I know how to read cards. So no Odin, but things are going swimmingly anyway. That's what's great for a deck like this, you know, is that you don't have to have Odin. This isn't even the Renathal version of the list. There's kind of a couple floating around that's just at the higher win rate. So 30 cards helps you find the Odin faster, but when it's still working and you don't have Odin, that's good news. 44 health too feels, you know, good. I'm not gonna say it's infinitely safe given all the infinitized cards up there, but feels good. Another really annoying board to deal with. I mean, keep in mind too, we literally just have 10 damage equipped. So and if I hit Odin, I can go shield block and just hit for 20 with this weapon, dude. I-beam's good though, a little bit of life gain and another spell school too. Molten Rune to clear the 5/5. Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty good. Howling Blast too, man. Yeah, great turn actually. Oh, they're going for the freeze on me. Yeah, dude, they set up that was a monster turn by them. Oh my god, we hit Odin. They were so dead if they didn't do that. All right, so we do want to play Odin. Sadly, we're kind of wasting some armor here. If I do, I don't really have a lot other armor in hand, so the freeze on my face is actually kind of insane. I mean, I think we still play Odin. I don't think I'm dead if I just hero power, right? It's like kind of risky though, dude. I don't know. But next turn we can hit for 20 plus. Like I can go. Let's see. Actually, we're hitting 7 armor plus 5. That's 24. The Stone Skin Armorers might find me even more life gain, but this is potentially like an OTK setup if they don't freeze or solid alibi. So good to get the Odin going. You see, like, even Odin is fire themed with his fiery beard, you know? It's kind of cool. The Craftsman's Hammer is all fiery looking. I like this. This is like one of my most, like, I love the feel of this deck. I love the flavor of the deck with all the fire. Odin is such a cool looking dude. Probably one of my favorite feeling decks in a long time. Reverberations, just to help clear that. Okay, that's good news, I think, ultimately. They're still on the defensive, not thinking about killing me, which means I have time to potentially kill them. If we just hit like a heavy plate or something and they don't have taunts, they're dead. Even with taunts, you know, we have shield slams. So, have to imagine we're gonna be able to murder. That alone actually might already be enough. Minotaurin is definitely enough. They are just giga dead. This is actually not as much extra as I thought, but it's enough. It's sufficient. The Wind Fury. Oh, more face damage. You're kidding me. That's brutal, dude. Even 6 extra. Okay. Oh, dude, that is such a cool skin. Sea Reaver Inga. That's a cool skin, dude. Thor Balor has felt pretty good early. I think we'll keep the Thor Balor. I'm thinking about Plagues a little bit against Death Knight, which we can heal through the Plagues okay, but I am definitely worried about their disruption to some extent. Like, I'm not worried about them killing me quickly. I am worried about, like, the mana increases and stuff, and maybe having a hard time dealing with a board, that sort of stuff, while the Plagues are disrupting me. Craftsman's Hammer bridging over to Odin, though, feels really good just for survivability's sake. Chorus Rift's certainly a fine thing to get rolling. I mean, Odin definitely means we can end this game, which we do want to do. We want to win the game, which sounds silly, but I mean, they have inevitability in a Plague Hellia deck, assuming that's what this is, of course. Might actually just be Blood DK with Renathal. I don't know. Despite hitting Legend this month, I still feel like I don't know all the distinct little variations of people's decks, and it's low Legend, so there are no rules. Nobody follows any sort of rules, you know. Khazgaroth. Him being bigger is nice. It's a good little start. Draw a weapon too is kind of cool. Bridge Rift next turn's nuts. Do we play Thor Balor first, or we just start slamming face with a hammer? I just kind of want to start getting damage ready because Odin's in hand. We don't have... I mean, I don't know though. I do really want, like, Thor Balor coming back on 6 with Trial by Fire is pretty good. Then you got a really good 4, 5, 6. Maybe that's better. Also, it's not good into this weapon. And by the way, blood, it looks like blood to me, right? Yeah, blood. So blood DK, I mean, we definitely don't want to lose to Patchwork. So if I can keep a minion in hand extra or 2 into turn 7, that would be pretty cool. I think we're going to draw 1 off this riff. That's something to keep in mind. They also have a ton of life gain, but I think we can outpace that life gain. I think we'll be able to grind them down over a couple turns, but we might want to try to, like, save up some removal to some extent. All right. Stone Skin Armor is awesome. Big buff. Let's push every point of face damage we can. Shield Slam to handle threats. Trial by Fire to handle some threats here soon. Could trade Thor Balor in and get a free one off Trial by Fire. If that doesn't happen, I might be tempted to go, like, hammer into armor. We'll see. I just love that skin. That is so cool. Kind of looks like a brontosaurus in the back. I know that it's the it's the front of a ship. Like, I know it's not a brontosaurus, but you gotta admit it kind of looks a little bit like a brontosaurus. So this is actually a pretty awkward minion to kill with the Trial by Fires. It's probably better to just shield slam this one, which we can do, and still lets me push quite a bit of face as well. Little off curve, of course, but all this chip damage with an Odin in hand really matters, and establishing this weapon with Odin in hand is also pretty exciting. So next turn, probably, you know, I could have just played a Khazgaroth too. I don't know. I like equipping the weapon. I kind of didn't think about Khazgaroth that much. I forgot he's immune, so it might have been better. It's pretty clean. You also just develop him, which is nice. Would it be an overdevelopment into the board though? 3 minions? I don't think so. I think Khazgaroth was probably the play. You stay on curve. I think I like it better. He's not good into this kind of shape of board either, so, you know, that was the right shape of board. Now, Trial by Fire is certainly better here. It's gonna be fine. There's nothing wrong with the play we did. I think I like the Khazgaroth much more. All right, so this brings back our boy. We gotta decide how much we trade versus how much we just ride the Thor Balor. Like, I don't think 2/2s is the right shape, right? Because you want 3/3s to stop Blood Boil, maybe? So that definitely feels a little inefficient because I'm going to be, like, kind of double trading here. But 3/3s are a much better shape. Might even hit this with the weapon to protect health on these. Clearly this weapon kills one of these, but the rest I think feel notably better. So next turn, we just want them on the defensive here so we can play Odin safely on 8, and then we're off to the races, right? We have Craftsman's Hammers, including 1 attack immediately for 1 billion damage, and then we go even harder from there. Soul Stealer's really good, though. Thankfully, it's not so much pressure that I can't Odin. As long as we don't hit an ice dude. And yeah, I'm gonna start hitting face. We just go. This being an immediate 7 like kind of puts us in lethal range already, because this is 7, 9. We don't need much more than that. Actually, this is quite a bit as well, but it costs a lot, so it's a little different. Gaining its health, that's big. This guy is pretty gross, to be honest. The taunts are annoying too, so I need to be careful. If I run a brawl, like that risks living. Does Bladestorm have enough procs to kill this? Like if I brawl? Does anyone know how this works? Sometimes these things are capped. Oh, I was kind of hoping we'd get to find out, to be honest. Like, I'm a little sad we didn't get to find out. Yeah, that heals 3, which sucks, but this is still a net if I hit face, and we're gonna try to clean that up with removal in a future turn, so let's just net the damage now. Like, if I hit that with my face, I actually lose 4, right? Like, long term, that could pace me out, but short term, this creates more lethal pushes faster, and I'm planning to kind of clear with stuff anyway, hopefully. So we can, like, shield slam it, we can brawl it, whatever it is. Dude, this deck has so much healing, oh my god. This is actually Battle of Titans here, dude. They healed a ton, and they got some additional holy spells. That thing at least takes a little extra damage to their face. Bridge Riff. Blade Storm is such a weird card. I mean, this leaves that at 1. Trial by Fire, I don't want to really use on the Blighthead necessarily. I guess it's not terrible, though. This is a pretty good Blade Storm, though, man. Like, cleaning all 3 of these up so tidy is really nice. And then we probably just armor up into Stone Skin. Like, I need plays. I don't think Trial trading in 1 is good enough, even though I get the Thor Balor. I think this just plays another AoE too hard. So I think we just do this. I may literally just leave this alive. I don't know. Never mind. Astalor's perfect. Yeah, my Ignis is still not forged, right? I haven't drawn the Bellowing Flames yet. Yeah, we'll still keep sending stuff face here. 9 is a lot. Astalor actually is a lot of damage, dude. Like, the second stage of Astalor is a lot of damage in this deck, dude. That's crazy. Another 10 gained. Oh my god, do I have enough armor in the deck to beat this, dude? Don't be Ignis. I actually like Ignis better. Ah, shoot. It's really good for them. This is a good Khaz'goroth, probably. Minotaurin is probably not as good as Khaz'goroth here. Khaz'goroth feels kind of bad, though, because it's like this body bagger's chilling. What about just Astalor and a Bridge Riff? That might be a little better. Am I still going face? I don't really have to clear the Patchwork, right? I think I still just go face, man. I can kill the 1/3. Oh, I got 2 of these. Oh, maybe we do kill the Patchwork then. Dang, dude, Bridge Riff is so nuts. Feels weird to trade in 2 of these, but it might be right. It's actually less Blood Boil healing sometimes anyway. All right, so this creates some Astalor pressures for them. We still have heavy plates that can do crazy damage. Like, we still have a ton of damage incoming. Shield blocks in particular are really good because shield blocks give us like double hits, you know? Like, we get card draw to maybe find another answer, and we get the damage directly. Oh, they're just at 10. So I have how much here? Oh, Frost Plague. No, dude, that might. Oh, this is lethal. Okay. Scared for a second there. They saved themselves, but we got it. Heavy plate for the win. Dude, they healed so much, and we just did not care. Like, we have 52 life. We played through so much stuff and just did not care at all. This is a good riff start. Warrior v Warrior. I don't know how you win this, dude. Everybody has so much life. Do you try to win with value? You try to win with burst damage? I have no idea. I honestly just don't know. This is a new territory for me right now. Warrior mirror match. I have a feeling like, oh, so they're like a greedier version with Renathal. So we're not going to be able to grind them out late with like fatigue. So I probably need to try to win with like just like chip damage, minion tempo. Their version has like Naga Sea Giants and stuff probably. Which it is a lower win rate version according to the data when I grab this deck, but not by much. This one has a higher likelihood to find Odin, but until that actually happens, you know, that's not worth much. Big Minotaurins are cool. That's a lot of damage. Prefer it was an Odin, I guess, always. But Thor Balor is one way to grind out a lot of value, so that could be good. Thorbalore into Bridge Rift's a good little board too. Couple turns straight of like little chip damage pressure. Bridge Rift's good, but we need to find a way to finale that. Hopefully this Bridge Rift will draw the Odin. That'd be nice. Khaz'goroth is probably not as interesting. Ignis is good too for us since we've already hit the Bellowing Flame. Let's see if we can chip them down, grind them out. Blade Storm on a Thorbalore. I can live with that. Forge for them too. Ignis can be another way for us to win this game, of course. Just getting like a big, big 10-mana weapon. Stone skin armor. Not an Odin, unfortunately. Also, not a way to finale. We can just go for Trial by Fire next turn, though, especially if there's anything to trade into. Assuming it's not like a Minotauran. That's good. Armor up Stone Skin's probably a decent turn as well, though, to be honest. Or maybe actually shield block Stone Skin, just to really accelerate the card draw, because we need to find Odin ASAP, I think, to win this game. But if they have any good board to trade into, Trial's great because it brings back Thorbalore again too, which is nice. Turn 5 for them. I would assume Riff is also in their deck and good. They're thinking about something. We know they have a Bellowing Flames. Yeah, there's their Riff. Okay, seemed perfect. I don't. The hesitation there surprised me. It's not a bad Trial by Fire target though. Oh, but then this creates a problem where we don't have the chain anyway. No, this is good. Let's just do this. We trade these in a little, right? I mean, do we? The math is so weird. We have Blade Storm, we have Brawl. I guess Bellowing Flames. Probably, does it fully resolve before the Death Rattles do? Maybe I just like do this. Like maybe we do a weird little like hedge like this where they're all at 2, just so they're like a little sturdier. I think I like that better. Just like, sacrificing a 1/1 for 4/4 and buffs is certainly a good exchange. I think this shapes a little better against Warrior. Trying to think about what other kinds of removal they might have access to. Brawl, Blade Storm. Yeah, it's really just Brawl, Blade Storm, and Bellowing probably, right? Shield Slam for 1. Dude, they are going hyper defensive here. They are not holding any of their stuff back. Does this push all these to 3/3 right away? No. Okay. That's a big boy, though. All right. So Hero Power Bridge Rift here is a monster board, and we've just... Actually, let's shield block, because we want to find that Odin still. Yeah. Next turn in particular would be great. All right. This is exactly the kind of mid-game I was looking for, right? Ways to create lots of pressure. Verse Riff here actually still hits another Bridge Riff too, which is crazy. So we could go, we have 8. It's kind of hard to get to, I guess. Mechanome is really slow. That's the value we were talking about. If I go Bellowing, that leaves us at 5. We could go Hero Power Stone Skin Verse Riff. That's not bad. You get a Thorbalore. Brawl. Oh, okay. So that's something to keep in mind for next turn. It looks like they're really not going to clear my board this turn. Odin, where are you, buddy? Wish we could have seen where he went. So they have the Brawl. Oh, they're dumping their hand though, so they don't necessarily have the Brawl. Okay. Does that make me commit more or not? I have no idea. Ignis. Oh, dude, this is I really don't want to commit another pile of threats, right? 7. Dude, I actually have too much stuff alive here is actually my problem. If I use like a Minotauran, well, let's just Bellowing Flames, it's fine. I trade this first. Theoretically, I'm more efficient in face damage in some ways, but also not always. I guess we just play the Ignis, right? I don't... Oh, I forgot about we have the Thorbalore as well. Man, this is a crazy turn anyway. I'm not even doing the scary stuff yet. Poisonous Lifesteal or adjacent minions. None of those actually seem very useful. Really, we wanted Wind Fury, probably. Adjacent minions, like my opponent's not really playing minions. Lifesteal, I don't anticipate needing that. I guess Poisonous honestly offers the most interesting upside to me. Yeah, 8 armor is fine. Gotta attack face, bro. I'm not playing the Bridge Rift here. I have too much board, right? Yeah, Wind Fury would have been nice because we're just pressuring lethal so much here that that's 1 damage. Poisonous is just if I need to clear something big, I can't. Dude, they're all in on a Prison of Yogg-Saron right now. Dude, this thing does pay off a lot though. I've seen this do some work. Black Rock and Roll, that seems a little slow actually. Freeze a minion might help. Yeah, that's good. That's 5 damage gone, of course. Remove a minion too. Okay, those are a little redundant. Soul Barrage clearing the Thor Balor. How much damage do we have? 16, 12. Shield Slam for 0. That's not very good. Odin! That's 4 for Odin. We have 12 anyway. Yeah, let's win with Odin because it's more fun. Oh, and I don't have a runic great axe, so that's another good reason to win with Odin. The Shield Slam for 0, man. They must have known they were dead. Yeah, dude, we played that exactly like I talked about. We're actually, I think, seeing the downside of Renathal. Like, their deck has a lot of value and a lot of greed, but less consistency, right? They don't have as many good cards or as high a density of good cards. They have weaker cards they have to kind of push through. Less riff consistency and so on. Seems like a bad matchup, but we'll do our best. Bridge Riff is good. I felt like that's been one of the best cards in the deck so far. Thor Balor has been good too. Craftsman's Hammer gives us time. We like that. We do need to be mindful against Hunter with like big king crushes. You know, we could take 32 out of nowhere. So we both need to be able to answer that sometimes, but also survive it. So armor gain is definitely valuable. Renathal does indicate to me a slower Hunter, despite the costumed singer here. That's just some early game for them. That is something we do not answer well in this deck outside of exactly Verse Riff, so whoops. Shield Slam or Blade Storm I don't think are worth it. We might talk about whether a coin is worth it. I don't think it is, but maybe. Coin Thor Balor into the 3/3. It's gonna be a minute before we hit that. Bridge Riff would be pretty good to coin into too, especially if we had a second Bridge Riff. Dude, that 5/3 kind of needs to die. It's a little gross. Chorus Riff. I don't think we can wait that long. The problem is I have to worry a little bit about bait and switch. Like Thor Balor does not handle that for a bait and switch at all. Could just brawl next turn. Boy, oh boy, that is not exciting. We are taking so much damage. Like, yes, we have life gain, but we gotta get to it, man. It's hidden meaning and set. Okay, so we would have probably been a little better off here, but that also does play nicely into the brawl. So one more fairly weak power minion, like not a lot of attack. So I hope they play a couple more things here. That would be nice, just to sweep it up. If not, if there's no secret again, I might consider a Bridge Rift too, though. Especially if we draw another Bridge Rift, like forget it. Are they gonna play those secrets or hero power? Gonna play the secrets. So that's not good for brawl. Dude, now, oh, they just hard played the secret, not the forged secret thing. Okay. Dude, I literally have 2 Bridge Rifts in hand. You absolute moron, bro. I literally have 2 Bridge Rifts in hand. I didn't even know it. I think I have to take this one for the bait and switch, right? Oh, nope, just kidding. Bro, this whole time I've been talking about if I draw the second Bridge Rift. I guess I didn't see it over there. It's tucked away, man. I don't know. Good stuff, though. That's great news, obviously, because that means this next board's going to be a monster board. And then we can go for Minotaurin to gain some life back and try to start stabilizing there. Because we're going to need it. We need, like, Minotaurin into the Craftsman's, dude. So Erelon is, like, a lot of stuff, but it is a slow pile of stuff, which is good. It's not a fast pile of stuff, which gives us time. That makes life a little better, I think. Bridge Rift's insane. Oh, hello, friend. I don't think we double trade into Erelon, do we? I think we just kill this. The 3/1 is only good if they can get through to the rocker. Maybe we single trade into Erelon, actually. That's probably okay. I'm okay with that, maybe. Just so he dies on the hit. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. Preemptively hit here. So we're not really desperate for the Minotaurin yet if trial makes more sense, but we need to be very mindful of our health. Even into turn 7 they can deal 8 pretty quickly thanks to the King Crush threat. So oh, that's good. That pushes some damage face. Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind. That's actually not that good. We're still pretty happy. So yeah, so Minotaurin's not even hitting here, unfortunately. Maybe this is a Craftsman's Hammer and just gain some life. Because I don't think trial makes a lot of sense here. I don't want to just expose the Minotaurin, I don't think. There's not that much like board or anything. Is this ever like an explosive trap? Oh wait, this is zombies, I bet. Dude, this is zombies, right? This is always zombies. Bro, this is zombies. I'm playing it. It's zombies, right? Oh, I've never been happier in my life, dude. Oh my god. Dude, a chill 32 out of nowhere, dude. Oh, the instant concede. Let's go, dude. Yes, that is satisfying always. Yes. Ooh, Ignis against a fellow warrior. Yeah, the warrior mirror match. Just depends on the deck, I think, whether we're favored or not, and probably on the draw too. Odin's always gonna be a priority, I think. But we'll do our best. Armorer is probably good. I think we want to find Odin ASAP. Even though this is a deck that can have a ton of life gain, like, it's still gonna be a race to some extent. Especially if we can get a good mid-game tempo board. Riff on 3 is awesome. Odin is not Renathal, so we're probably playing pretty similar decks. Riff on 5 is awesome. Odin is awesome. Okay, this is what we call a good hand. Armorer is good on 4. They're going for the Ignis already, sure. What if they're gonna go for a 5? Chance this game ends before a 10 is relevant. Probably not, but it's a chance. Ignis is actually pretty good at cleaning up my armorer, sadly. Chorus Riff again.
Do you have this in a bigger size? Job's done.
Dude, this card is just insane. Like, draw 2 for 2? It's so insane to me. There's some life gain. That kind of implies they didn't really take a 5-mana weapon, because if they're planning to equip the Craftsman's Hammer, they probably don't have the 5-mana weapon, right? That's my thought anyway. Khazgaroth, that's a decent turn 6 play into some boards. Trial by Fire might be better too. Still no Forge for us, so we don't have the Ignis lined up yet. Good hand otherwise though, definitely. This is a good turn 7 line too with whatever 6-drop we play, because Bridge is still our final riff. So we can get a couple free bodies for 1 mana here, which is insane. They are using a lot of armor already with the Craftsman's Hammer and the shield block gone. So that's a consideration. They may not have an Odin in hand. They might be saving this stuff a little more. Of course, they could just be looking for a play too, but these little clues can sometimes, you know, cue you in on what's happening. So Khazgaroth is probably a little better here on an empty board. Nothing I would say feels that good. I think if I maybe a hammer sets up already. We're hitting for 10. I have Odin on 8, so this would still have 1 durability left on turn 8. I don't know, man. I think I like developing the threat better. This can still give me attack. We can play this next turn too. This next turn with a chorus riff is actually pretty good as well. Yeah, we are currently the aggressor, so let's push. Especially with an Odin in hand. We know we want the game to end before we want to be defensive, right? They already use their coin too, so we would always have the first Odin in this case. That's a really good Bellowing Flames, I guess. Exactly 5 damage. Oh wait, was that not? Oh yeah, I forgot it had 2 health left. So maybe not perfect, but pretty good, yeah. Weapon always made that rather clean. Oh, Sir Finley dumping the hand. Wow, okay. Dude, I guess there was a chance if the Khazgaroth lived, were they gonna have to take 12 to clear it? Did they actually get pretty lucky that the taunt lived instead? Jeez. Okay, so a big hand for them here. Yeah, let's go hammer into riff. That's really good. This Finley's enormous. I don't think I deal with it though, right? I kind of hate clearing it when I just want to go face. How much damage do I have post Odin? I can play Odin on 8. I swing immediately. That's 7. They're currently at 26. We'll push them to 23 this turn. 7 will push them to 19. The turn after that, I really just have shield block right now, and armor up's like 7, and 7's like 14. So I'm not necessarily, I guess riff helps a little, but I'm not really setting up a kind of 2 or 3 turn push. I'm thinking about more of like a 4 or 5 turn push.
I need a plan.
In which case, I think I like the Finley better in some cases there, but I don't know, man. I've also got Trial by Fire and all this other stuff I can use to tidy up if I need to. Like, it might hurt exactly the turn I play Odin when this Finley's alive, but I think in a lot of other instances we're okay with it. We're gaining armor 2 off this weapon, so it's not like we're at risk of death yet or anything. So yeah, let's go for the prime directive here. Obviously the opponent also gaining life along the way, but we just have to create that pressure out. Stone skin again. Bridge riff again. Okay, do we have any good blade storm lines here? That 2/2 is kind of in the way, huh? Well, yeah. Bellowing flames is actually pretty good here. Actually really good here. We can not Ignis though. So I gotta play Odin, right? Like there's no way you don't play Odin, isn't there? I just gotta play Odin. What am I kidding, bro? Why am I talking about not playing Odin right now? Like what kind of madman is this? I have another Craftsman's Hammer in hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Burniverse Riff, okay. So yeah, I mean now we just, you know, we try to find the stuff. We just try to go. We can definitely go for an Ignis if needed, like, because we're not killing them, like, you know, they're not dying this turn unless maybe Odin gets to attack face somehow, but they're not dying this turn. So we could, you know, we can set up for an Ignis on 10. We can tidy up the board a little as needed. I mean, theoretically, Ignis for 10's a little worse than Ignis for 5, because if you get Wind Fury anyway, you're happy at 5, and then I can also play shield block and stuff with it, because I shouldn't need, you know, 3 rounds of swings necessarily. Dude, this 2/2 is ruining my freaking Blade Storms, man. Even if I play this, Blade Storm still doesn't work because it kills the Astalor, dude. I think we still just do this. I think we're fine. They have not played in Odin, so I think we're chill. Fortunately, we leave up a ton of damage, but I don't think Blade Storm's better here, is it? No, definitely not. If they were the same, maybe. I think we just go for 5. I think I just want Wind Fury. I want to be able to play stuff with it, so let's go 5. No Wind Fury, unfortunately. I'm actually below 30, so life still could matter. Does immune matter? I don't plan on hitting minions much. I don't know, I'm sad. This is after, so without Wind Fury, it doesn't really gain me any attack. Helps me stay alive maybe in this race though. I don't know, this is a really disappointing Ignis weapon. I'm really sad. That's not what we wanted at all. Like that is a very, very disappointing weapon. The armor doesn't even help. Like this is probably just better, right? If this says, oh, shoot. That makes life a little awkward, doesn't it? We're like a little scared now, aren't we? Minotaurin for 5. Could hit the Finley. Blade Storm's still a little weird there though. We find a shield slam, dude? Like where are my shield slams at? Brawl's not it, man. Trial by fire 1 and then 2, so this is at 10, and then it goes 3, puts it at 7, 4 puts it at 3. Like I can clear this with trial by fire, but it just does not feel very good. Astalor does feel better though. Like Astalor is a really nice threat. Did I do this math right? I don't even know. I did it in a way that I didn't anticipate, so I'm not so sure. Yeah, this feels terrible. I mean, I don't know. That feels bad. Is there a way to play the Astalor later? Did that change the math at all? Hit for 1 and then hit for 2. It doesn't matter, right? It's the same, I think. Okay. So Astalor is actually pretty good. Astalor plus Runic Axe. Hammer's better. Hammer to Riff is better damage. Should probably go Astalor, Hammer, Riff next turn. What's my last Riff? I think it's Chorus Riff, maybe? I don't know, but I want that last stage of Astalor in hand because that's still a ton of damage output. Minotaurin's also a good call sometimes. Minotaurin plus Hammer can be a big hit. That's 12. We don't have any heavy plates right now. Now the opponent has, you know, the opportunity to gain a lot of life here because they've now played Odin. They might be sitting on armor cards they're kind of waiting to use. Oh, not playing the heavy plate though. Man, I would be really tempted to just slam everything face because it's like you're gaining life anyway. You know, what do you care? Oh, didn't finale this. What was their last one? Decided not to finale. I feel like there was just upside there if you finale, right? Minotaurin here clearing feels pretty good. To me, it feels a little better than Astalor because I want to clear that taunt anyway. All right, hit him for 12, dude. That's insane. Every time I play this deck, I'm just so shocked at the damage output. It's so nasty every time. All right, yeah, Astalor's shield block is really good damage output now too. Dude, they are not using these heavy plates. I feel like I'm insane. How is a 16 damage swing right now not worth it? You're at 15. You need to heal, right? I mean, I feel like it's so good. I don't have that much health. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm like rocking a million health over here. I think I'm playing heavy plates all day, dude. Like just forever. I'm very happy to play heavy plates. I think they're my favorite card to play right now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I would really love to clear this taunt. Yeah, is there any lethals here? Feels like maybe we're pretty close already with the verse riffs. Was that 21? We gain even more, right? So yeah, the attack pushes us even higher. Nice. Man, I don't know. I feel like the opponent. I don't know, man. I feel like you have to recognize the threat, right? The damage up in his deck is so crazy. Like number one, I think they could have put me in a scary proposition, but number two, just would have helped stabilize. You don't need a board at that stage. You need to be alive, right?